Time management concepts. Work schedule. A work schedule consists of a shift schedule having a sequence of individual elements, including a public calendar. For any employee in the SAP HCM HR to be paid correctly, he or she should have a work schedule defined in their master data. The work schedule is normally recorded in the planned working time info type, which is 0007. Period work schedule consists of a series of work schedules that normally imitates the pattern of work after a specific period of time. There are four ways one could create a period work schedule and are on a daily basis, annual basis, monthly basis, and weekly basis. Personal work schedule is defined at the lowermost level of the work schedule and defines the work schedule of an employee. Day types say that a particular day in the calendar is relevant to payment being made. There are in total 4 different types of day types and are 0 or blank referring to paid working day, 1 refers to off paid, 2 refers to off and unpaid, and 3 refers to off on a fine day or paid. Substitutions are planned exceptions for an employee's work schedule for a particular period of time. Work schedule rule. Work schedule rule is a collection of specifications for a work schedule and defines the working time of an employee's group. A work schedule rule can be created using a period work schedule and can be applied to different work schedules in order to create rotational shifts. A public holiday calendar allows one to schedule processes and to generate whatever is important for payroll, including a monthly work schedule. A public calendar affects the definition of the organizational structure of the enterprise or the company. Any company can define their own set of holidays in the public calendar and can be done in the form of customer-specific public holidays or special days. All statutory holidays may also be defined in this public calendar. The public holiday clause blank signifies that it is not a public holiday and may be a working day. Employee subgroup groupings. The employee subgroup grouping for daily work schedules create work schedules for existing employee subgroups and groups the employee subgroups. Using variants of a daily work schedule, one can create or define several versions of the same work schedule. This may be in the form of a half-day work schedule and may also be in a likely form of applying rules on days before a public holiday normally defines shorter working days. Employee subgroup grouping for time quotas check the work schedule validity for each person or employee. Attendances and absences. Payroll days for attendance is calculated using the counting rules. Deduction of quota is understood based on counted days and hours. Absence quota refers to the entitlements for paid time off and leaves or leave types of employee subgroup and personal sub-area groupings. Absences lead to deviations in work schedule. For granting time off credits to employee, different methods are used based on standard, contractual, and legal requirements. Commonly followed methods are 1. Automatic ways of handling of entitlements, 2. Manual entry in absence quota info type, which is 2006, and 3. By default values in absence quota info types. Break schedule and different breaks may also be applied to the employee taking leave from the organization and may be one of variable breaks, fixed breaks, and dynamic breaks. Variable breaks may be breaks taken by the employee for a specific time interval. It has a starting and ending day as defined by the employee. Fixed breaks are breaks taken by the employee within a time period. Dynamic breaks are breaks taken by the employee after working for a certain number of hours within a day. Time administrators. The role of time administrators come for processing of messages during time management. They create reports that provide information on the status of time offs to the upper management and also to report whether their employee adhered to the time schedule. Time management features. The different types of time management info types are: 1. Planned working time, which is 007, absences 2001, attendances 2002, substitutions 2003, availability 2004, attendance quotas 2007, employee remuneration information, which is 2010, time events, which is 2011, and time transfer specifications, which is 2012. The employee remuneration info type, which is 2010, can be used to specify the information of wage type directly to the payroll accounting, and it also enters the wage type manually. The default values created in the planning or planned working time info type, which is 0007, is done by the feature TMSTA. This value depends upon the basis of organizational assignment of the employee with positions, etc. The default substitution type is defined by the feature VTART or VTART. The feature SCHKZ gives a planned working time for an employee for the first time. Also, it generates a work schedule based on assignments that are allocated to an employee. Reports and schemas. RPTQ-TA00 and RPTIME00 are reports that generate absence quotas. TQTA, TM00, and TM04 are different time evaluation schemas used in time management. TQTA is used for quota entitlements, whereas TM00 and TM04 are used for time schema, where former is for negative schema and latter for positive schema. Next is integration. Payroll component integrates time evaluation with payroll. In this component, one specifies how wage types generated from absence and attendance are transferred to payroll for further processing. Also, what remains transferred from time evaluation goes to either a SAP payroll or a third-party payroll. The following SAP R3 components can also be integrated with time management using Plant Data Collection or PPPDC and Cross-Application Timesheets or CATS. Plant data collection uses external time recording devices for working time recording, whereas CATS records for external and internal employees. Employee self-service also records working time, and so do capacity planning and business information warehouse.